Hello, children. This is the story just for you. Have you ever watched your parents or adults or other people and just wondered how they tick and why they act the way they do? I know, even when we don't believe she's watching, our little daughter Albulena is watching her parents, Julian and me. And sometimes she is just wondering, why are they crazy? Why are they like that? And she doesn't understand that we have important things to talk about, or that we sometimes discuss things, and we don't play or we don't joke all the time. So she wonders sometimes, why are you so serious? Why are you not laughing? Why are you saying things that I don't understand? And of course, we explain to her. But it is sometimes difficult to understand adults, isn't it? Sometimes in the evening, Albulena comes to me and she says, I don't understand. Yesterday, you were perfectly lovely to me, and today, you were really not nice. And I had to explain to her, I'm sorry, I was hungry and angry. In other words, I was hangry. And I'm sorry, while I was cooking and you had all these questions, I couldn't answer them in the patient way that you're normally used to. So I apologized to her, and then I think she understood. Well, what is she doing? She is studying people. And of course, this is what we also do. We study others. We look around, we watch them, and we try to understand what they're all about. And I don't know if you know this, but my husband and I, Julian and I, we are from different countries. And those countries are not very close or not very similar. So I'm from Germany, which is famous for being very organized, very orderly, very much into planning and scheduling. And Julian is from Albania. Albania is famous for warmth and fun and lovely people. And you already see me waving my hands around when I talk about Albania, because this is what Germans don't do. They don't move when they talk. And Albanians, they move their hands all the time. So even though we're from different countries, we get along quite well, I would say. But of course, we had to study each other's cultures. So I went to Albania and I studied Julian's culture, where he was from, and his parents and his friends, and I learned about that culture. And when he came to Germany, he studied German culture, and he observed us and how we are behaving towards others, which can be sometimes quite cold or quite serious, even though we don't mean it that way, just because it is a different culture. So this is what we normally do. We study others in order to understand them better. And what do you call people who do this for a living? They travel to other countries, to other cultures, and try to understand them and study them. And those people are called anthropologists. Anthropologists, especially many years ago, they traveled all over the place because they found studying at home boring, and they really wanted to go out in the world and study other people, how they tick. And many years ago, one anthropologist came to Africa. I don't know which country in Africa and which tribe in Africa, because there's so many, but this is a beautiful story, and I think it can apply to many of those countries there. So this anthropologist, he came and he saw children playing in a village, and they were playing nicely together, and he said, oh, children, come on, let's play a game. And they said, oh yeah, let's play a game. So what he did, he said he placed a basket of sweets near a tree. And he made all the children go away 100 meters away from that tree. And he said, okay, whoever reaches the tree first will get all the sweets in the basket, and he will win. And they said, okay. So when he said, ready, steady, go, he expected all the children to run for it and run, and one of them touching the tree and saying, I won. But actually, they didn't do that. Do you know what those kids did? They held each other's hands and they ran together towards the tree. And they all touched the tree. And then they divided the sweets equally among themselves. And all of them ate the sweets and all enjoyed them. And the anthropologist, he was wondering, why didn't they fall for the competition? What happened here? And he asked them, what happened? Why did you do it this way? And they just answered with one word. Do you know what that word was? That word was Ubuntu. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but they said Ubuntu, and the anthropologist, he was wondering, what does that mean? And one child explained to him, and they said, well, how can one of us be happy when all the others are sad? And he was very humbled because he realized that if one person wins, all the other children lose. And he was so wrapped up in his competition of getting first that he didn't think about all the other people who would not get there. So Ubuntu, what does that mean? It meant in their language, I am because we are. I am because we are. We are together. We belong together. We do things together. And when one person wins, all of us win. And when one loses, all of us lose. So if one child had won, then that child would really not have won because it would have lost with all the others, because making so many people sad does not really make you happy. So this is a really strong message for all of us, I think. I think we can all have this attitude and just make sure that everybody is happy and that we spread happiness wherever we go, that we're kind to each other, that we share, and that we make sure that everyone is okay. Let's have an Ubuntu life.